Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. We have just 6 drafts of Lord of the Rings left remaining here in the season before the set review season for our next set, Wilds of Eldraine, begins. Which means still a decent little bit of time with the format, a couple weeks here, but that also means that the format is coming to a close. We're having a little bit more success now than we did earlier and in the middle of the format. Let's hope we can continue that success here into the end of the format with our last 6 drafts. So yeah, hopefully you can send the good vibes my way. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get into our draft here. But before we do, go ahead and take a listen from a quick message from me. Thanks, me. Whether you're ready or not, we have another set releasing here very soon, and that means it's time to take a look at the Patreon page to get yourself prepared and ready. I pride myself in my Patreon being incredibly affordable, beginning at just $1 per month, which comes with lifetime access to the Daily Drafters Discord server. After all, it's well less than half the cost of your morning cup of coffee and goes to giving back to the channel. For just $3 per month, you can gain early access to every upload here on the channel as soon as I am done editing them. And my most expensive level of support is just $5 per month. That's right, $5 is the highest level of support, and patrons in this tier gain access to my expansive, exhaustive, and interactable tier lists, of which you can see a small sample of here. You get to see how I rate every single card in the set from A to F, whether or not the card has moved up or down since the last update, and you can hover over the card name to see a clickable link that brings you straight to Scryfall, and I customize these lists for every single draftable archetype in the format. Looking to see how a card fits in blue-white versus black-white? I've got you covered. Again, all these tiers are incredibly affordable, so go ahead and check them out. And if a monetary donation isn't your speed, a subscription to the channel is always contribution enough. Thanks so much for your consideration. All right, and here we are in Pack 1 Pick 1 today with... I'm not actually sure what we're going with here today. This is a close one. I think Gimli and Grishnock are both better than Rally here. There's also Deceive the Messenger and Shadow Summoning, so I'm deciding between these 3 uncommons and Deceive the Messenger. Deceive the Messenger notably is the only blue card in this pack. We could stake our claim into blue. I do really like drafting blue in this format. There's also Shadow Summoning, and Black-White has been an outstanding color pair for me. One of my favorite decks in the format. There's also Gimli for more red aggressive decks, and Grishnock for kind of like a red-black amass deck. I think there's multiple ways you could go here. I think Shadow Summoning is the riskiest pick, but it's what I'm going to take because it's the kind of deck I like to draft. And it's the kind of deck that I've had a lot of success with, so that's why I'm taking it here. If you've had success with red aggressive decks, I wouldn't at all fault you for taking one of their aggressive cards. And if you really wanted to stake your claim in blue, you could have taken Deceive. But now we're deciding between Gandalf and Dunland Crebain. There's probably not a deck that plays both Gandalf and Shadow Summoning. So what's better, a Dunland Crebain and a Shadow Summoning, or a Gandalf? It's arguable that the Gandalf is better. I kind of wish I would have taken the Deceive so I could take Gandalf now. But Dunland Crebain and Shadow Summoning, I mean, it's an outstanding curve, 2 into 3 here. I don't think we wheel Errand Rider. In fact, I'm 90% sure we don't out of this pack. But Dunland Crebain Shadow Summoning is an outstanding start to a black-white draft, and I think that's the direction I'm going to go. Doors of Durin is a card I've wanted to splash for a long time. And, of course, I start black-white. And I'm probably, unless we want to do some nonsense 5-color Doors deck, or maybe we could even draft Doors and just abandon our first 2 picks, but I don't think that's something I necessarily want to do here. The good and bad news is that there's really nothing much else here. There's an Easterling Vanguard, but this isn't a card I've really liked at all. There's too many 1/3s in the format that are good and playable for this to really be playable, in my opinion. There's Pelargir Survivor, there's Lothlorien Lookout, there's Bilbo, there's Frodo. I mean, there's plenty of 1/3s that just kind of blank this here. So I'm going to take the Doors because I don't really care about the Vanguard. And we'll see where to go from there. So if we're thinking black-white, Tale of Tenuvial, Troll of Khazad-dûm, both quite good. If we're thinking some sort of doors nonsense, generous Ent would be great. Also could open a splash for doors. I think I'm pretty sure black white is a better deck than blue green, and or green red, and by pretty sure I mean I'm confident. So I think I'm going to take tail over troll because I think we can get a copy of troll if we want it. So I'm going to go ahead and try to take the tail here. And look at this. Pick 5 Dunland Grebane. Don't mind if I do. Not much in the way of deciding otherwise there. Only red or white or black card is Eagles of the North. We could, you know, I'm not convinced by Glorfindel or Celeborn that we need to be getting into blue-green scry. There's a Crusher. There's a Goblin. I'm not a huge fan of Eagles here, but I do like our start enough to think that we can stay down this path and not need to kind of branch into this or really give into any of these scry payoffs. I've tried this deck plenty of times. Never trophied with it. Best I think I've ever gone is 5-3, and most of them were sub 3-3. So we'll take Uruk-hai Berserker here as a pretty good 3-drop for the deck. Combat Trick and Escape from Orthanc. Horrible removal spell in the case of Fog on the Barrow Downs. I guess I'll take Fog, but I'm hoping to not play it here. Slip on the Ring did wheel, so did all of the green cards. What if we went black-green? Splashing doors. Then we could take like a many partings. If green is this wide open. Yeah, I don't care about escape here. I guess I'll take Revive the Shire. And look, Ent's Fury came back. Mirkwood Spider came back. There's a chance we could end up black-green here. And then splash doors and then play... The thing is, we'd have to play very high creature count. Bombadil's Song. I have not liked Nimble Hobbit. Don't think I care about Legolas. So if we're going to play like a black-green splashing doors kind of deck, notably the Ent didn't wheel, so we're not the only green drafter here. But second to last pick, Ent's Fury. I mean, all of our green cards except the Spider are non-creatures so far. So the doors might actually not be great. It's a card I've really wanted to try this format, but I don't know if today is the day. Black-white also doesn't look super open, but that usually doesn't matter because you can put together quite a good black-white deck without any help. He says as Shelob is opened. Well, what are we passing up on if we take Shelob here? We're passing up on Landroval. We're passing up on Shelob's Ambush. Why don't we take She Who Is Ambushing as opposed to her ambush here? Yeah, I think I'm taking Shelob. There's not much else for us in that pack there. Only black card is Mordor Trebuchet. Only green card is Gift of Strands and Elven Farsight, so we're not taking either of those. I had decent success with Battle of Bywater. It's just a pretty good sweeper in the format. I think Landroval's a little bit too expensive. And again, don't really like Took Reaper for the same reason I don't like Easterling Vanguard. So let's take the battle. And now we see a white-black card that could be good for us. Lotho, Corrupt, or Shire Sheriff, Torment of Gollum, Mordor Muster, all of which I would love to play here. I think I'm taking Lotho. I've had this card in a lot of black-white decks, and it's been quite good. So I think I'll take that here, and if I can wheel one of those other 3, that would be outstanding. Don't know if I can do that, though. So I don't think we're doing the whole doors thing. Maybe we're able to splash Shelob here. And I don't think we're doing the green thing. Old Man Willow. Good news is with Lotho, we now have access to a couple of treasures here. So I guess I'm taking Old Man Willow, and now I'm looking for some generous Ents pretty highly. Woo! Whoa! Look at this pack. Pick 5 Claim, pick 5 Build a Pony, pick 5 Errand Rider. I have to take Claim. Removal is so important. I love me a Build a Pony, but gotta take Claim the Precious there. And then we get nothing. I guess we'll take Kirith Ungol Patrol here. Maybe we play it, maybe we don't. Sam's Desperate Rescue, banish from Edoras. Currently have a Claim, and that's it in the way of removal. I think I'll... No, I think my first banish is going to be too important, so I'm going to go ahead and take that here. Could take Wizard's Rockets to splash these green cards, which isn't outstanding, but I'm not going to play a second Patrol, I don't think. Look, the ambush came back anyway when we were considering it pick 1. So what do we need in pack 3? We need Generous Ent. We need Great Gate of the Citadel, or whatever that card is called. The card I will never remember. There's an Envelope. I don't think I want it, but for Shelob and Old Man Willow, maybe I do. Alright, let's see what we can find in pack 3. Alright, we find some good stuff. Elrond, a pet card of mine, but a pet card that always dies the turn I play it. Gandalf, could have had 2 Gandalfs if we decided to go blue, but I don't think his blue is super open this draft, so I'm okay that we didn't go into that. So we'll go ahead and take a 3rd Dunlin Crebain here. Can't be upset with that. And now do we take a 4th Dunlin Crebain or a 1st Nazgul? How much tempting do we have? We have Claim, Berserker, Envelope, and that's it? So not a ton. This is a close pick. I don't think I've ever been presented with this pick. I think I'll take my 1st Nazgul over Dunlin Crebain. I think I would take my 1st Dunlin Crebain over 1st Nazgul, though. So I'll go ahead and pass that along. Here's a Generous Ent, and I don't think we're taking it over much, so I think we have to take the Ent here. Glad we were able to get access to that. Samwise the Stout-Hearted, great white 2-drop. Pretty easy pick here. Mordor Muster will have to do. It's a fine card. Kind of shores up a couple, at least one more 2-drop here. 3 more picks to find another Ent or Great Hall. There's another Banish. There's a 1st copy of Black Breath. I think I'll take a 2nd Banish over a 1st Black Breath. And now we get Errand Rider of Gondor. So 1 more pick left for green fixing here. We do have an Inherited Envelope, which at this point I probably do play for these 2 cards, which are both outstanding. The Rockets is questionable. Plenty of 3-drops. Probably still play Battle of Bywater even with these cards here. It's just still very good. And if we have 3 white mana and 5 total, we can cast Battle and then get something back with Samwise maybe. Nothing here I think I want to play. And this was our last pack. before the wheel, so don't think we're wheeling anything necessarily. Didn't see any more, or didn't see any gates, didn't see any generous ents that could wheel. I didn't see a lot that I think could wheel. So this is probably the deck here. 13 creatures. Double banish, single claim. I didn't get a Sam's Desperate Rescue. I know I passed up on that in favor of my first banish. I guess now I wish I would have grabbed the Desperate Rescue to get back Old Man Willow or even Generous Ent in case it dies. There's a Vanguard, but again, I've already said why I don't particularly like that card. We're not splashing red in any way here, so and again, really not wheeling anything out of this pack, unfortunately, so there's a Took Reaper and an Easterling Vanguard we could play if we have to, but let's take a look at it if there's anything we desperately would like to cut here. The only thing I'm not thrilled with is the Wizard's Rockets, but I think it's worth it to play these. Probably 2 and then 16 lands with 2 land cyclers here. An Inherited Envelope as well. Any other card? The Ungol Patrol is kind of just a big dork in this deck. Although now I'm looking at it, if we're going 16 lands, we actually have to add something. So would I rather a Vanguard or a Took Reaper here? I guess is what I'm deciding between. There's also Fog on the Barrow Downs, but I just don't think this card is very good. So would I rather amass one or have the ring tempt me? How many tempts do we have right now? Samwise, Nazgul, Berserker, Claim, Envelope, and that's it. So 5 total. So getting a 6th in here is probably not too bad. And then we run it like this and rely on the power of Old Man Willow and Shelob to win on the splash. Yeah, let's try this out. Deck doesn't look too bad. I think it could have been a little bit better. But I think this will work out just fine. A little bit of Abzan action. Is that what this deck is called? I'm so bad with the 3 color combinations in their names. Abzan, Bant. No, Bant is white, blue, green. I think Abzan. That's what I'll go with. See you in game 1. Alright, we go first, and we do have Eagles to cycle on 1 to guarantee we've got 4 lands and all 3 of our colors. I think I will go ahead and cycle this, in case I draw a white 2-drop here. Old Man Willow. Mushroom Watchdogs. Alright, I think I'm playing Dunland Crabane on 3 here. It blocks both of their things nicely. Next turn we can play Old Man Willow, and then turn 5 we can play Envelope and a 3-drop. Many Partings, make a food. Mushroom Watchdogs gets bigger? Probably. Do I double block? I think I do. I could also just claim that if it becomes a problem. So I can just block like this. Let's block like this. They've also got mana up here, so they could have some sort of tricksy business, as Gollum might say. So I either play Old Man Willow or I play Envelope and Shadow Summoning. I think it's going to be Old Man Willow. And we'll see if he survives or not. Now next turn, if we hit a land drop, we play Envelope plus one of these two. If we don't hit a land drop, we play Envelope plus Shadow Summoning. Both of which are quite good. I think I'll play Envelope and then probably Errand Rider here. Guarantee us a card. Generous Ent can come down next turn if we need him to. Errand Rider also blocks their board nicely currently, unless they can make a food and eat it with the watchdogs here. Vanguard, don't care. Okay, they'll use their combat trick, but that's fine. So I can play Shadow Summoning, sack a token to kill their 3-2 from Old Man Willow here. And then claim something. Can also do that next turn if I draw a land. So let's go ahead and just get in with Old Man Willow. Decline. Go to damage. Play a Generous Ent. And now, I guess the Watchdogs can't be blocked. Oh, it can be by our Ring Bearer if we need to chump for some reason. That's a chunky boy. So now I can claim, I can Shadow Summoning. And I can eat the food. Draw and discard, I think, the more expensive card here. I will sacrifice the token to trade it. here. Now they have to block Old Man Willow and go to 1. Okay, they have 4 power. We're at 10. I guess I have died many a different ways this format when they're at 1 and I'm at not 1. So I really hope they don't have some sort of like double strike +5/+5 or something crazy here. In black-green, I can't really think of anything that kills us, but there might be something. Okay, doing that for the loot more than likely. Got rid of Quick Beam. That could have been 5, that could have been 8 damage. We still would have been at 2. There we go. Still got there with, you know, splashing Old Man Willow. Great card, that's why I chose to splash him. Alright, opponent goes first, but we've got rockets into Muster, into Crabane. So we've got options. If we draw Old Man Willow, we can cast him off the rockets. I will trade here if they aren't able to amass. Looks like they didn't do it. So let's go ahead and see if they have a response to this. Let's see if they kill this with a smite here. It looks like they correctly waited. No? Okay. Maybe they just didn't want to use it. No legendaries for Errand Rider yet, but we still have a Dunland Crabane we can play. I will trade my Dunland Crabane. Will I do that for their 1/1? No, that allows them to amass again and get another 1/1. Now I'll do it, because I can't get by that. Guess we'll play another one. Hit him for 5. And now next turn the Banish can kill the bats if that's the best thing they have on the battlefield. Please no like Aemir or something. Lash of the Balrog. Alright. And another Mirkwood Bats. This could get interesting. The tail is not very good here, so I think I need to do this. And then just pass it back, and now we're kind of at the mercy of things. The mercy at them playing Oath of the Grey Host. The moment I wish I had a Black Breath in the deck. Oh, did I auto pass? Why did I auto pass? That's annoying. I did mean to eat the food there, so that was a bit of a mistake. Sure. Can't do anything about that. At this point we have our mana, so I think I've got to just cycle the Wizard's Rockets here. Oh god. Next turn they drain us for 6? They can also drain us for 4 this turn. God, this is the best I've seen Mirkwood Bats be. So I'll give them that. Might end up being not great for us here if we get punished for accidentally auto-passing through their turn. Interesting inclusion there. Darn. That doesn't do exactly what I want it to here. I kind of have to preserve my life total. Do I want a Dunlin Crebain or do I want an Errand Rider loot? How do we win this game? I don't know exactly. We play Ungol Patrol and we give it lifelink. Next turn they're draining us for 6. Seven, 8, 9, 10. So we have to sacrifice the food or we lose. So we do this. I mean, we can also do that, but then we can't do anything else. And this will get this lifelink next turn. So I gotta do this before they make their 3/1/1s, because that's gonna deal 6 to us. So we're at 4. This and this. Can they kill it? Do they have... No, okay, so we gain a little bit of life again. Lotho might be dangerous to play here because they can double spell and make us lose a life. Mordor Trebuchet attacking with orcs or goblins, right? Yeah, I don't have any of those right now. Battle of Bywater looking mighty bad here. Go to 5, effectively at 4. Three, 2, 1, so we're kind of at like 1 right now. So how do we win? We attack with everything. We hope we survive past 1. If they have to attack with the goblin or orc. We could also hold this up and sacrifice something to draw a card, make a food, but we're not winning that race here. So if we attack with everything, they eat Lotho, they take 6, they go to 4. We Samwise and then play Lotho. They could also just bounce this here. I mean, it's risky, but okay. They go to 4. Can we even play Lotho is the issue. Because if we play Lotho, they sacrifice this, hit us, we go to 1, and then they double spell and kill us here. We know they have a spell in hand because they have priority right now. Something we could also do is play Battle of Bywater, kill our own Ungol Patrol, and then create 2 food tokens to kind of preserve our life total a little bit. If we kill our own Ungol Patrol, we don't have attacks on them anymore at all. We're just trying to survive, and the best way we try to survive is to fade a Mirkwood Bats. They can create a token, they win. There's many ways they win next turn. I guess I'll let them go for it here. Guess the way out of that would have been to hold something back, sacrifice it here. Yeah, I think they're just going quick because they know they have it. No? Okay, we got another turn. Wow. So we currently have lethal if they have nothing, but they've proven that they have something. So then yeah, they still have something here. So if we attack with everything, they theoretically have to block here. But if they block here and kill this, Battle of Bywater, make a food, go to 5. We're in the same spot that we were in last time. They're at 2. Whoa, they didn't have anything. I wasn't even like guaranteed to do that. I was just thinking through the options. I thought they had something. Maybe they just had a treasure activation to ping with the Mirkwood Bats. Wow. There's a lot of ways we could have lost that game and many lines we could have took, but guess we got a little aggressive and it worked out. Alright. Hand is great, but we can't keep it. I mean, could have got a little greedy and hope for a black, but that's also a way you lose a game. So what do we put back here? So we're cycling Eagles on 1, we're playing Lotho, then we're playing double Dunlin Crebain, so Sam is the one that's kind of left out in right field. Conversely, we could put back the Eagles and just hope we draw a 3rd land. That's also very possible. Even if we don't, we have Lotho and Sam. I think that's a little riskier, but still fine here. Because we have 2 chances at a land, and if we don't hit it, we can trade off Lotho and get him back with Sam, and then have another play. So, And we hit the land anyway. Never didn't have it, am I right? Red, red. Battle-scarred goblin. Well, I can't block with Lotho. So do I want to trade Lotho off here? Let's do it. They say no. So instead I play Dunland Crebain. And now my 2-2 can block their 2-2. Alright, we both have all of our mana. They have their own Dunland Crebain. I can Shadow Summoning Wizard's Rockets here to guarantee myself a treasure. I can attack with both if they trade off. I can get something back with Sam and play Rockets. I can play Dunland Crebain. There are plenty of options. If I attack with Lotho, they probably block with Dunland Crebain here. Let's get a little bit of value here. Get a treasure value. And then now I think I'm okay trading off Lotho for their 2-2 if they can't amass anymore. Already got my treasure off of him. But they can amass some more. So we take 6 here. Jeez, they're getting aggressive. Oh, hello there, Old Man Willow. The only thing is, he's just a 3-3 because we have to cast him off of treasure. Let's do this. Alright, not bad. Now we cast Old Man Willow, play this, and he's a 4-4, and we can cast Sam, block here, get it all back. Can't really race anymore, though. Considering they have some very aggressive cards in hand. Please no Foray of Orcs. I've called that card so many times. Every time I say please no Foray of Orcs, they just cast Foray of Orcs. Alright, Spearmaster, worse things have been had. Alright, so we block here, we block, we block, we block, and we block. Now the issue is we can't actually cast Old Man Willow if we use this treasure with Sam here. But I think we have to block. So... see if they kill Lotho or Dunland Crebain here. Looks like they'll kill Lotho. I think that means I actually have to get back Dunland Crebain instead of Old Man Willow, because there's no guarantee I cast him. Where'd it go? Did it not die? Oh, and left it here. Okay. In that case... Sure, I guess. Now we double block Lancer with 2 Cribanes here. And then also block here. Okay, leaving back Sam makes sense. Feel the wrath of my mono Dunlin Cribane deck. Alright, they get a loot. I block with my 2/2 and we see if they have a combat trick. Call of the Ring. Yeah, it's a little late for that, but still a good card. Land War Beast. Yikes. Alright. Do I want to make the treasure? I think I do. In case I draw, like, Generous Ent or something. Oh, I can't actually cast both. Well, then in that case, I'm doing this. Giving it here, attacking here. Sure. Forgot that was in the deck here. Do I double block? I think I do. They get a 2/2, but I think I do double block. Okay. Pretty good draw there. That's not the greatest of draws, but let's see if Errand Rider can successfully trade. Is this a race we win? We hit them for 4 to 9. We go to 6. Then 4 more to 5. We go to 4. 4 more to 1. We go to 2. It is technically a race we win. And we're drawing more cards than them right now. They could have many options to get rid of this board here at some point. So let's see if they're willing to trade. No? Alright. Well, then we'll do this. I think I still want Dunlin Cribane as my ring bearer. Another land and Ent Drought Basin. Make this a 3/3? Sure. So I can get back many things here next turn. How do we lose this game? We lose this game by them using this ability and playing a land and playing Foray of Orcs. So this has Indestructible, so I'm just going to do this. Play it slightly. Oof, that's... We have a treasure coming in anyway? No. which means we get rid of Shelob here. And then we can reanimate Shelob next turn. Which is something I forgot about. Let's go ahead, play the land so I can hold up ambush for some reason. If there's some sort of reason why I need to do that. Lancer, that's fine. Basin making it a 4-4 or making this a 2-2? 4-4. That should probably do it. Alright, what do we need from here? Why not just a good old Shelob? Claim kills this, they have to chump. And, well, and it's also level 4 of the ring here. So that should probably be good enough. Block that, take 4, take an additional 3 from Dunland Crebain. And there we go. Alright, that game worked out quite well. Alright, we go first. We've got Rockets, we've got Envelope, we've got Battle, we've got a slow hand, but we have Ramp here. Obviously need one more land. And at this point, I'll wait, and then next turn if I miss a land drop, I'll crack this for 0. And then try to hit the land drop here. Vanguard, sure. Alright, got the land. So do we still play Envelope, though? I think we do. Yeah, I'll go ahead and lead on Envelope here. And I mean, if they just play some random 3-power creature, we might just run out Battle next turn just to make sure we can kill it. That's less good for us. So we can banish so they can't draw a card next turn. It also gets rid of their 1/1. Doesn't feel great, but we do have Battle for larger creatures. So we don't need this anymore. So let's cash this in for 3. Actually, let's do... I don't know what we could draw. So let's do this, this, and this. Cash it in here. 3 white. Draw the card. Shelob. Okay. Could be good next turn if we draw land. And we'll exile that. They don't get to draw their card. If we don't draw a land, amass 3. Okay, amass 2. Alright, well, I guess we'll just drop an 8/8. Ward 2. And hope that's good enough here. They need... They could have Lash of the Balrog, I guess, which is how they could pay for Shelob's ward. They could have Claim, but they need 1 more mana to kill Shelob here. They are quickly turboing themselves to ring level 4 here with Call of the Ring. The card's very good. Lets them draw into many more answers for Shelob. A generous int. Let's just play fatty after fatty and see if they survive. Our hand is like Battle of Bywater. It's like, what are you doing here? We have 3 power, 4 power, 5 power, 8 power. Alright, they now have the ward to pay for Shelob's... or the mana to pay for Shelob's ward if they have Claim the Precious here, so... fully expect that to be the play. If that's something they have. Because if not, we have lethal. There it is. Now we can play Berserker, tempt us, give this the Ring Bearer, attack, loot away Bywater, because it's not very good right now. Yeah, I still think I'm just going to loot away the Bywater. Then I can play the land, and that way I can use both Sam and crack the food if I need to. They pay the 2 and go to 1? No. Six mana. Could have a lot of things with 6 mana. Okay, so we can get that back. They can't attack because they're dead. So they have another lash here. Or Golem's Bite, I guess, would allow them to attack. Okay, so... what do they have for 1? They either have a Land Cycler or another Lash of the Balrog. If they had Golem's Bite, they would... okay, they did have another Lash. That's okay. So, resolves... play Sam, get back, probably... generous int. Get back to Berserker, have it tempt me. Sam gives me a loot because I can make him my ring bearer. But the ent is going to be harder to deal with. I think I'll do the ent. Oh. I got ring tempted. Alright, so I should have just brought back Berserker. Because that would have... well, darn. That was lethal. I forgot that Sam ring temps. Oh, man. So we had lethal. I just missed it there. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me. I'm going to keep the swamp in hand in case we need to loot with Sam next turn. Yeah, that was a punt. Sam says, bring something back, then the ring tempts you. So I wasn't expecting to be at level 3 already, so Darn. Let's see if we still survive through the punt, though. Something I say, and I haven't said in a while here on the channel, is look, we all punt all the time. Nobody's perfect. People make mistakes. I could sit here and like throw things against the wall because I just missed lethal. Or I could just assess the board from where I'm at and go from there. And try to win from this spot. The past is the past. I just try to learn from it. I just try to remember for the rest of this draft that Sam has ring tempt on him. And use that advantage to not make me make the mistake again. But for this moment, there's no real reason to dwell on it because I'm just going to go ahead and keep playing from this spot. So let's go ahead and play Tail. See if they have instant speed removal here. They have to if they didn't already concede. But next turn we can, reanimate Shelob here. Which will be probably hard. Okay, so that would have gotten around indestructible anyway, so sure. They have to chump now. I guess they could have Shelob's ambush. Ooh, they're looking in their hand. I don't like that. Orcish medicine. It lets them survive. Gets indestructible, gives them another blocker. Okay, so... go ahead and end the turn here. They now have a ring bearer again. If we can survive till the third level of this going off, with Shelob and Generous Ent on the battlefield, that's probably good enough. Because that's going to get us like 13 more life. Go to 12. Inherited envelope. Ring tempts them. Who cares? They're on ring level 11. Shelob's ambush makes a food here, which can surprise them with some life out of nowhere. So let's... Generous Ent, they have to chump. We play Patrol, we play Land, Hold Up, Ambush, and Crack the Food here. They can hit us for 5 down to 7 currently. Probably going to attack to loot, I would assume. Pass to damage. They don't have an instant, so they don't have improvised clubs, so... don't really see them having a way to deal 7 to us. That's fine. Can they play 3 creatures? That would let them survive. Gosh, they have had more ring... I think they have set the record for the most ring temptations in a single game. Pay the 2! Oh, they just conceded. I was going to say, pay the 2 life. Alright, so look, we did punt in that game. I'm not saying I didn't. I definitely should have won earlier. But assess where you're at. and try to win from that spot if you do punt at some point. Again, we're not all perfect. We're going to make mistakes. Try to win from where you're at. All right, we go first. We've got Eagles to cycle. We've got Samwise that doesn't get anything back. We've got Banish for a tapped creature, and then we're 2 lands away from this and 1 away from this. I don't think we can keep that, unfortunately. We'll keep this, and then... Again, Battle of Bywater just hasn't really done it this game. We have 2 forests in the deck, so we can land cycle here just to guarantee Errand Rider on 3. And also potentially get us closer to Old Man Willow. I think I will do that. Black-Red Westfold Rider. Let's play Berserker. Probably trade it off against Red-White. Never mind. Alright, well, 1 more land until we can get to Shelob here. Old Man Willow, does he survive? If they attack, we obviously can't block. That's why. They're looking to push damage here. I think I will offer the trade for Rider for Patrol if they still attack with the Rider here. I'm still baffled by why Shelob doesn't have Reach. I think every spider ever printed has had Reach. I guess Shelob just, like, you know, trolls the caverns on the ground and on the walls or something, so who knows. Do they have, like, Fog on the Barrow Downs or something here? Oh, Breaking of the Fellowship, yeah. Okay. Well, they did successfully find a way to make both of their creatures unblockable. So now the question becomes, do I have to trade Errand Rider for Westfold Rider by sacrificing it? And I think I do have to do that. Because if I just play Shelob and attack, I'm 2 damage away from dying here. Which Red-White has a lot of ways to deal 2 damage to me. Or I play Errand Rider, sacrifice the Errand Rider when I attack with Old Man Willow to kill the Westfold Rider. And see if they have a way to save that. But then Shelob is not going to be cast this game, basically at all. So I just have to hope they can't deal 2 extra damage to me here. I don't die to a rally because I can block one of them. Let's see if they have the way to do it. I died a double rally, I guess. Do they have another Breaking of the Fellowship? Fog on the Barrow Downs. Okay. That means I can sacrifice Shelob next turn to kill their rider, but I'm going to be at 2 here. So I have to sacrifice it to kill their soldier. They have a land in hand. Not exactly, unfortunately. So our only way out here is attack here, sacrifice Shelob, kill their soldier of the Grey Host, and then plan to block the rider with my rider. And if they kill my rider, then they've got it. And if they have Rally at the Hornburg, they've got it too. Darn. Yeah, I mean, they just, red-white can win sometimes, and it just won that time. Alright, it's been a theme today to not have my colors of mana to start. We are 2 lands away from Claim the Precious here. We have Took Reaper and we can kill a tapped creature, so I guess that's why I'm going to keep the hand, but need a little bit of help, that's for sure. Very good card. Can't cast it. Please no Rally at the Hornburg. Easterling Vanguard. I guess I'm planning on just banishing that after they attack, because I can't do anything else here. No attack or no blocks. Battle Scarred Goblin, that's pretty good. Gosh, they're just curving out and I'm missing lands. I guess we banish. And then we can Shelob's Ambush to eat their Vanguard. We can just play Shadow Summoning here, try to trade. We don't win this race, but I can't... I guess I can just trade with the Vanguard, I guess. It's a biggie. This comes in tapped, unfortunately. So... let's see if they have a response. Nope. Okay, that resolved. Six mana, Oliphant. Well, I can cast Claim next turn, so at least there's that. I don't think I want to... Well, I can loot away the swamp here if I do it off the rockets and draw an extra card. It's probably... But then if I draw a green card, I can't cast it. Is it better to loot? Yeah, I think I'm gonna risk it here. to draw the extra card. I mean, draw the extra land. Target this, loot. Play the forest, and hope that we can top deck, because we currently are not. Not doing that particularly well. Okay, Haunted the Dead Marshes. One top. And Snarling Warg. Land, you say? Alright, well, welcome to Daily Draft. This is how we lose. We just, I mean, how many have we drawn now? 10? Another one? Alright, well. Sometimes we just lose like that and draw all of the lands when we don't need to. I do that a lot. At that point in the game, it's just, alright, we need to draw anything. Land, loot, land, draw, land, loot, land. Why? Ooh, look at this. Turn 2 shadow summoning. Don't mind if I do. Shadow summoning into Dunland Cremain is a hard curve out to beat. And now we've even got the green, so we can just crack rockets next turn just to have an extra card in hand. So we don't even... There's only Generous Ent and Old Man Willow in the deck to splash and Shelob, and we've already got the green, so we don't need the rockets anymore. So let's do this for 3 black. Draw the extra card. Play Dunland Cremain. And race them in the air. Really hope they don't have the Black Breath here. Aww, those were good cards. Would I rather play a Berserker, or would I rather kill their Survivor here? I think playing a Berserker is probably better. Now next turn we can patrol and then remove something if we need to. They are blue-black. Gothmog giving this Death Touch, amassing up to 4. Okay. Still most mana efficient to play Patrol. And honestly, at this point, I'd probably just trade Patrol for their 4/4 if they'll let me do that. Okay, got rid of that. Play this. Cycling Troll using a swamp, so that tells me I think they have a double blue card in hand, potentially. Snarling Warg. Menace? Yeah. I'll just start here. I could attack, but I could also just hold this up. I think holding this up is going to be better. This is the kind of deck that's quite good against Claim the Precious here because, you know, they're looking at Claim... Their problem are the flyers, and they're looking at Claim the Precious in their hand like, what do I kill? Oh, hello. Sure. Let's do that. Do I attack here? So they're taking 6. They're going to 3. This is all lethal, which means they have to block, block, and block. They're going to eat one of these with this. They're going to chump, and they're going to chump. So they're going to be left with a 4-4 and a 1-3. And I'll have a 3-3. And I'll be at 15. That seems good to me. The one time in the format Eagles of the North has actually been cast. That's a lie. It's been cast more than that. But not much more. Okay, they go to 3. That dies. They have 5 power. We have a 3-3 blocker. Trying to think of a way we lose here. Gandalf's Sanction doesn't do much right now. Berserker doesn't do it. They're going to look for a loot here off of Survivor, I guess. See if they can find an answer. Okay. Land and nothing. So we'll do envelope. Sure, same thing is fine. Exile that, because why not? And then get on in there. And mill a card. Oh, good old Battle of Bywater going to the graveyard. Where I'd love for it to be. Alright, GG. What are we now? 5-2, I think? Having a good little run here. Let's see if we can get 2 more. 2 more would put us right into Diamond 4. Let's try. Alright, opponent goes first. We've got the battle in hand, so maybe we can just trade it for their 3-drop. Because that's about as good as it's gonna be. Although Mountain isn't reassuring that they're gonna not have a turn 2 play Mountain Plains. Mary, yikes. I guess we're trading Mary for Sam. How unflavorful. Sam and Mary kill each other. Oh god, never mind. We just lose to red-white aggro, because sometimes that happens. Battle of Bywater looking mighty sus here. Hey, battle can kill something now. So we play Muster and Sam? We chump their human and then trade with Mary? I was about to say, here comes Shadowfax, right? Wonderful. And do they put in another Theoden? Protector of Gondor. Close. Alright, so we... Doesn't matter, you're both dying. We do this and this. Take 7. And then battle next turn. And then... Don't really have much of a choice but to do this here. Cycle Generous, and let's see how much more haste they have. Another Shadowfax to finish it. Okay. Eastmark Cavalier. And a Menacing Lancer. So I gotta play Crebain and Aaron Rider this turn. These are great cards, but not when you're on the back foot like this. I think we have to get rid of Shelob. It's just a... It's the most expensive creature in our hand. If we draw a land next turn, we can Old Man Willow and Nazgul. And getting creatures on the battlefield is the most important thing right now. So I've just got to get rid of Shelob. Unfortunately. Aww. That's unfortunate. That means we lose now. Fearfire Foes. Great card, huh? Eagles of the North to land cycle. Play it. We still can't cast both of these, though. So, what dodges the most of their removal? I guess Old Man Willow does? Okay. Now we need 2 creatures here? Oh, that'll do it. So Eagles is doing nothing for us, so let's just get rid of that. And I'm sure that will do it. Yeah, because we can't do it all. Man, every time I play Red-White, I cannot win with the deck. And every time I play against Red-White, they go like 2-drop into Theoden, into Shadowfax, into a second Theoden, into a second Shadowfax. And I could just never deal with it. It's so frustrating. I don't know what I don't get about Red-White in this format, but you know what? 5 and 3, the deck still did some pretty sweet things here. Battle of Bywater was just not very good. This card goes in like 1 deck in the format. Triple Crebain was great. Old Man Willow, Shelob, great splashes here. Tail was pretty good. Shadow Summoning on 2, outstanding. The deck is good. I do really like Black-White in the format. So, 5 drafts left. Stick with me through the end of them all, and I will see you next time for your daily draft.